Can you hear me?
Bah! I can hear you. There you are. Hey. Yeah, I tried
Playoff time. We're getting serious. Woo!
Who would have
How you
thought that?
doing?
Good. Who would have thought the Dolphins had a chance to make the playoffs? This is just
No
crazy.
doubt. They would have. I still think they would have been in a much better situation if they would have rode the beard, the Fitzmagic Florida man himself.
Right.
But it is what it is, and that's why I'm not, in charge down there. So I
I
got my
wore
own.
my Saints jersey because this is the only team playing against one of the NFC East. So of the jerseys I have, even though they're playing against the Eagles, which I don't really care. The Eagles are pretty much out of it at this point. If they're going to start Jalen Hurts, they're giving up.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it was a weird thing this whole time, like playing him 2 snaps a game or some kind of just real weird
It's the Tim
stuff.
Tebow concept, you know?
Yeah,
It's
I
that
said, yeah.
special package. Taysom Hill, they did the same thing.
So I got a miniature version of me right there asking me if she can have some candy. So, okay, we are going to jump right on into this.
Okay.
And let me hit the music. And
You just wanted to hear the music twice.
I do want to hear the music. 2020 Fantasy Football League COVID edition, Week 13 wrap up. This is what I'm talking about. We made it. We made it a hell of a lot longer than I thought we would. Let's fade that out and coming right up into the summary after Week 12, where we were, the good to the garbage. My man, is there anything you want to point out here coming from last week?
Just that the important thing to think about was the last 2 playoff spots. The other 6, the first 6 people already from Tipsy Benchwarmers up, everybody there already had secured for like a couple weeks now. So it was really down to the gloves, flaming panda crustaceans, and then dung cleaner or whatever you want to call it, Viserion. So those are really the 4 teams that we're looking at this week.
And the one that we were really, really interested in and talked about it quite a bit at the end of the last one was GTA McG and Hold My Bleach. It was Viserion, actually. That was the matchup.
They're actually playing each other.
Yeah, they were leading into this.
Yeah.
So it was all good stuff. Let's jump right into it. Our guest should be coming up on the line at any moment in time. Do you have a beverage? Did you get a beverage? You seem very there it is. Very nice. They're very done. You seem very subdued, I think is the word.
Okay.
Your NPR. And
Uh,
I'm kidding.
I just want to say that my sweaty balls.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I got to run out there
They
and get
taste
another
so
one.
good.
It's already don't tell our special guest, but it's already round 2 time. So here we go. Right.
My sweaty balls.
Here we go.
They're so sweaty.
So, all right. I have been running through the German beer advent calendar, and it's different this year than it was from before. I've only had one that I didn't necessarily want to. It was a Dunkelweizen, so it was like a darker wheat beer. That was the only one, but the rest of them are really good. So anyway, they're pint cans too, so they're the big ones.
Yeah, I remember that. The 2 of us just had a really tough time drinking all those pilsners and shit from last year. It was just
I think I had the one that, I remember there was like 4 or 5 sours in there, and I'm like, I'm done with this shit. But when I saw this
I didn't even get to the sours.
Oh no! When I saw this one, I looked at it and there were no sours. I was like, I'm grabbing it. I got one for Papa. We're rocking. Right now I got
Highlands.
The Highland, the Rising Haze APA, the Highland. Oh, it's so good, so good.
Hazy.
#Highland Brewery and Asheville. So if you can go, you got to make sure you can go.
Yep, we went there. That was a good place.
That was awesome.
Wasn't that the place where I said, were they hot?
Yeah. Yes, that was it. We saw the Country Bears. Uh, oh God, that
But
was
yeah,
so funny.
that was
Tell
a,
us.
that was a,
So
nah, it was just a fun time.
no, no, we yeah, that was a really really good time. So anyway, were they hot? Yeah, that.
And your wife's like right there. So
I said, well, my wife was there.
yeah, well, my wife's right, and you didn't even bat an eye, laugh at me, grab my shoulder, nothing. You were just like it was a performance. You just delivered it. It was money, is what it was.
Oh my God, that was good. That was good. That was a good night too. So, all right, moving right along. Well, we left out of here week 12. We're going to jump right on in. There's a lot to talk about at the end of this. So let's
Right.
let's let's burn through here. Pretty much. I don't want to say quick, but we're not going to spend an hour talking about the individual matchups because there are some exciting things now. We are in play. We are moving right on
Playoffs,
up.
baby.
That's what it is. Some
Play
people
to
call
win the game.
some people call it the quarterfinals. Some people call it the ladder.
Playoffs.
Some people call it the
Playoffs.
tourneys. Playoffs. Playoffs.
Not a
All right.
game. Not a game. We're talking about playoffs.
2020 Fantasy Football Week 13 matchup breakdowns. Jumping right into it. Okay, with the lowest point differential, 4.38, we have the Auto Draft Superstar Flaming Pandas falling to the Feet Ballers. And if I remember right, this is one of those things. Either he didn't set a full line because Moore there, one of the second wide receivers on a bye, or his first wide receivers on a bye, or he just felt that confident, and that's like rubbing it in, just like, you can't even get me, and I'm not even feeling a full line. But hey,
Hey, you
that's
got the
it.
job done. I mean, you can't
Yep.
complain about wins. So,
No, 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 no. Now his flex, got him the well, other than Cousins and stepping up there.
I mean, he had
And
Adrian Peterson 17.7. Like, that's kind
yeah,
of insane when you think about it.
Cousins
So,
21, Peterson 17.7, and then his flex had 18.8 with Jones Jr. Yeah, I mean that was a great week for him. So well done. Here it is.
yeah,
Maybe it was an accident. Maybe I don't know, but hey,
better
he
to be
got the
lucky than it
win.
is to be good.
That's what they say. All right, my brother, you are next.
All right, look at this one. So tight. This was the match I was watching coming into Sunday night, I believe. I can't remember. There was, or Monday, I don't remember which game. There was one of these games was really tight. Or what they actually had guys to play. Oh, I know what it was. It was Lamar Jackson on Tuesday. So it's what was down by like 20, something like that, against Centerville. Hello.
Hello.
And so he needed 20 points out of Lamar Jackson, which I thought was a high likely he would do it. But I mean, this was a big deal because it's what got into the playoffs with this win. So if he had lost, he wasn't getting in. But look, he had to beat 110 to get in. So that's good. That's what you want to see, really. I mean, that's a good setup for the playoffs. I'm glad I don't have to play him in the first round. But
And as we,
there he
speak of
is.
the devil,
Speaking
and the
of,
devil appears and the devil disappears. Right there, it's 16.6838 over Centerville Hello at 110.46. It's the special guest. We were just covering your breakdown. You had the second
Wow.
lowest point differential at 5.92. But as Ash just pointed out, and you just missed it, this really cemented you coming into the playoffs. So well done.
Yeah, I really needed that win. And I got it. Luckily for me, unfortunately, I mean, it didn't affect
didn't really,
Hello.
yeah, didn't.
No, he was in one way or the other. Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, gosh, he would have killed me if he didn't have a player ejected and another one injured. Um,
Come
yeah.
on. You don't have to be nice. Kick the door in. Say, I am here, biatches. Take it. Here it is.
Okay, I am here.
Biatches.
Yeah, and my only other option would have been to lose and have MJ lose also, but
Oh, okay.
I'm just lucky it worked out this way. So I know y'all are getting sick of seeing me on this show. So
This is like your 11th time on here or something like that.
no.
Well
Actually,
done. Well
D
done.
Money was the first to have three, but yeah, it was all the stars were aligned.
Don't go anywhere. We're going to talk about this more. You will be showcased more as well as we go, but we're going to go. No, I mean, Steve, you can stay. Don't go
Oh.
anywhere. You just left. What are you talking about? I'm going to put you to work here in a minute. So, all right, Ash. Well, I'll cover this. Oh, I'll cover this one. By the way, as maybe I should wait till later on, but I didn't realize that Gentleman Roger here is a ginger. And you'll see the picture much larger a little later on. And I was like, holy moly, that adds another layer to the onion. Oh, I love it there.
Yeah, nobody knew Roger was a ginger. Come on.
Just this gentleman, Roger, right there. This one here. 101.8 over 83.92. Suspender nipples lubed right on up and slid over all over Team Bacon. My man.
Of course, why wouldn't he?
I talked to Bobby earlier in the week, and he was so disheartened that score still would have beaten a lot of folks in the league, but sadly, it's about the matchups, and it's about who you're coming up against. But that's well done. You're still maintaining the dominant effort coming through this league, and Team Bacon unfortunately falls to the suspender Naples. 17.88 point differential. All right, Ash, take this one.
Oh, look at this, man. When you see Skeletor Martinis close up, you can finally see what those eyes are, which is so money. So stay tuned to see that later, because that is amazing. I never saw that until we blew the picture up. But yeah, I mean, this is just like you said. I mean, D Money continually beating the garbage out of everybody. It's just what it is, man.
It is what it is.
I mean,
it's what it's.
It really is, Yeah. I mean, like, what do we need to call up here? This guy's team is stacked beyond belief. So, I mean, he's the favorite going into the finals here or whatever, the playoffs. So,
but okay, we'll wait until
What?
Later. Yeah, no, but yeah, we've got some. There is discussion to be had there as well. All right, Rob, why don't you take this one? You can see the screen, right?
Yes.
All
Okay. Team Hold My Bleach lost to Gloves McGee. 37.68 points. Holy cow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory. Javi lost. And James is on a roll, man. He's coming in hot on this.
is that
playoff.
5 in a row now for him, I think? Or is it 4? But it's either 4 or 5. I cannot remember. Hang on, let me see here.
I think it's ever since he beat me.
Now I think he's literally won 5 in a row. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe he had 1 early on and then because he beat me early on, I think, like first week or second week or something.
But you called it before, and talking about him, he was going to get strong. Yeah, 5 in a row, winning streak of 5.
Yeah.
GTA McGee, well done.
So, I mean, that's impressive to get 5 in a row from the bottom.
Yeah.
And
when you needed it.
Yeah. Talk about
good
clutch.
stuff.
I hope the clutch streak ends this week. That's all I got to say.
He was 1-7, and he just started climbing, just knocking them down. So, and this was one of the ones that we really were talking about. Not only that, McGee Gloves was on, but this was one of the ones that was going to be really, really interesting. And God love him, Javi. I've been pulling for you all season, but you're not going to get it with 2.7, 0.2, 2.1, and Graham with a 0-0. It's just that was it. So. Javi falls to, or Hold My Bleach Viserion falls to the consolation ladder. And even with 37.68 points, we roll on. Ash, you do this one.
All right, Brian. We'll talk about you stomping the garbage out of Poppy there. Yeah, I mean, Poppy's been on a fall. We just talked about McGinnis there. Winning 5 in a row. I think Poppy's lost 5 in a row. Some crap. 4. Okay.
4 in a row. That was his.
I knew he'd been really falling hard. I mean, whoever gets to play, I think it's Tim gets to play against him in the playoffs in the first round. It's like, could he have a better setup? I mean, seriously.
No, I'm playing Tim.
Oh, okay. Never mind then. All right, Tim. I'm sorry. I just assume you're always getting the hookup.
Pull up the brackets.
Yeah, you're playing Tim.
Yeah, I play the Nightmare. And Poppy goes after Centerville. Hello.
So Hello gets hooked up. Because, I mean, Poppy's just, whether he's not starting a quarterback or a quarterback who's not playing, whatever it may be, it seems like every week he's been just dropping points left and right. So, what are you going to do? Sometimes your players play well in the beginning, and sometimes they play well at the end. I mean, Drew Brees has been hurt, so that was one of his guys.
He
And
started.
Garoppolo.
Yeah, he started the season very, very, very strong, and he was up there with Danny and Durwood, and now
Yeah, it
he
was
just.
those three.
Well, I think if we, I want to go back and plug in that 4-game losing streak. I think for some coincidence that's going to go right around when hunting season started, and so Patrick was just gone. So
Yeah.
maybe not. I don't know. That's my conspiracy theory, but I'm glad that the Tipsy bench warmers walked away with a valiant effort. Once again, I cemented my standing within the playoffs, and very pleased with that.
And most importantly, you started Mayfield to get there, which was
Yes.
money because that was like his best week of the whole season. So how
Mhm.
you got either lucky or you had the foresight to read the runes and stuff. I don't know.
It was nothing to do with foresight. It was he was my best option at a quarterback. It was and I did it with Hilaire Edwards, suited up on the sideline, all taped up and wearing a jock and ready to go, and they never put him
Wearing
in.
a
So
jock.
yeah, so anyway, I hope that I have a better showing against Welcome to the Nightmare later on. But in the largest differential, 58.88 of this week. Welcome to the Nightmare takes on Get These Hands and just smacks her down. That's just
Horrible.
yeah,
That's just mean. I didn't think you're supposed to hit a woman.
But hey, I guess you put on a helmet and get on the field, you're going to get hit just like everybody else. We got over here 21 points defense, and Miami's defense. Come on, I mean, hey,
Yeah, they've been money
there it is.
for
Come
sure.
on now. But, 21, next to 4. That's hard to come back with just in that. And you throw a couple of zeros in there. I'm sorry,
Right.
but Claire never really had a chance. So,
Yep, you're right.
yeah, that was it. And going through, we'll jump into who wants to do the individual highs? Rob, why don't
Sure.
you do the individual
Okay.
highs because you're going to be
Hi.
later on. So,
Hello. Yeah, it is hello. Dalvin Cook, week 8, 47.6 points, the highest
That's
for the
insane.
season.
mm-hmm.
What?
Holding true to
Also,
that.
hello.
Yep.
Yeah, this week he won again with Darren Waller. Oh yeah, I noticed that when I was playing.
Now,
Oh, wow.
34.4 points. Yep. I will let you know just a little interesting tidbit that I read about this one. Darren Waller, the Raiders played against the Jets. Okay. So the Raiders won the game in a close one. It was a field goal thing, 31-28. But Darren Waller had 13 receptions, 200 yards, and 2 touchdowns over in that win. And the NFL.com reports that DW's 200 receiving yards are the most by a tight end in team history. Now,
Wow.
I didn't figure out whether that meant the Raiders in general forever or the Los Angeles Raiders.
Oh, geez.
I don't know if they're making a differential there.
They better not be.
Oh yeah.
That's horrible if they are.
Yeah, if they are doing that, no.
Yeah.
I mean,
Everybody got team record this year.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah, for better or worse, that's it. All right, but well done. All right, so coming out of the goods, do you want to do the bads or do you want to do the other ones?
Sure. I'll do the bad since I'm involved. So since I'm one of the duds this week. It's not as bad as what Gloves did here, which by the way, this last few days, I actually looked up the scoring system. So I didn't even know what the defensive scoring system is and how you get minuses. You can only lose 7 points. Even if you give up 500 points, you can only lose 7. So that means he lost points from yardage. So he gave up so many yards and points. That's why he got the ultimate beatdown. So
well, is that just for the
minus
defense? Because this is defense special teams. So could he have
Yeah,
lost
no, it's just
7
defense.
points defense and then another point
Not
special
likely.
teams?
Not likely.
Yeah.
No, special teams doesn't count for any of that. Like it's only positive, really. Special
Okay.
teams.
Well,
Like
that's
if
impressive. And
you're fake punting and you throw the ball and it gets intercepted, that doesn't count as like -2 for your defense.
that's why this held the entire season.
Yeah, no, it's impressive. This,
One.
if we play 10 seasons in this thing, it'll probably still be #1 in 10 seasons. That's how special we are witnessing history here.
We're talking
You know,
years.
But that's what I'm saying. Next year, we need to bring this slide back and
I agree.
have the, hashtag, 2020 or asterisk 2020. And then,
Yeah.
just so everybody knows that this is still the record.
Yeah. Embarrassment should always be dragged on forever.
I love it. All right. Well, coming out of that, the season low.
Yep. There we go. And my man down there, he's in the list here with D Money, which I don't feel bad. Chicago's defense getting -1. That's pretty tough. I mean, Poppy probably hasn't changed his kicker out forever, so that's fine. Whatever. It -1 is not horrible. I mean, it's not -8. Not setting all-time records with my stuff here, but yeah, it was a fun week. I love getting a -1 and on a win. I'm okay with it.
Yeah, that's why I got rid of San Francisco.
Yeah, they're very much up and down. I may be riding that roller coaster this week again, so it could be exciting.
You never know what you're going to get.
Against the Gloves. What if I got like -9 with their defense and beat Gloves' all-time record and the same week that he beats me? That would be horrible. I'm writing the story now. Stay tuned for this week. Oh, come on, Brian. Killing me, man. Three-way ties, man. We can't have this kissing cousins crap. This doesn't work. Kissing your sister, whatever it is.
What?
Poppy still needs to get a freaking logo. He doesn't even have a logo. That's horrible. He could have just put the words on a damn screen and then do it.
Or have a picture of the Pope.
There you go. I like it. Anything. I mean, that's the one thing I'll give Mariano a lot of credit. His logo is original. I mean, I've never seen Skeletor holding a martini. I mean, that's insane. Who the hell would have even thought of that idea? So I love that.
Only Mariano.
Sorry, guys. That was a minor emergency. The dog scratched up the baby, so I had to deal with that and stop the tears. And I asked her, did she want me to kick the dog out of the house? So yeah, I'm about damn tired of making that dog make my kids cry. So she's on her last chance. All right. Anyway, yes, no kissing cousins. I disagree. We need kissing cousins because this is garbage right here. So while it's not the most garbage needs to be recognized as well. So yeah,
everybody, you shouldn't get bailed out because let's say Poppy was the first one you saw. The rest of us shouldn't get bailed out, is what you're saying.
Exactly. Well, and the thing is too, D Money was on this slide last week, and that's why I put again, because he was part of he was a two-way tie garbage last week. So
he's getting lucky.
This all needs to be showcased. He still won, That's another one of those things where he's like, yeah, I don't really need it, but come on now. Anyway,
he's gotten 0 out of his defense like twice. Just so he could get the win for sure, like by one.
He drops his defense most of the time just so he gets the win. Yeah, yeah. Good Lord. Hey, I wish I was in that position. So it's all good. All right, coming out of there, the current record for the worst team performance for the season. The Feet Ballers at 22.2. Oh, golly, that's nasty every single time. So, all right, this week. We led into it. We hinted that was going to happen, but the worst team performance for week 13 is indeed, get these hands, 48.1 points, and there it is. All right,
wash these hands.
It should be wash these hands, exactly.
For real.
All right, so Ash, I'm going to give you the highs there coming out of it.
All right, best team performance of the season, as we all know from like week 2 or some crap like that, D Money with like 1,000,000 points or something like that.
That held. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
this week, We already know who it is. It's what it's.
Yeah.
Blitz what it's what it's.
16.38, the highest team performance this week. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, well
Yeah,
done.
that's exactly what I was gonna say. It's the one time I actually got something out of my quarterback. You know, Lamar, I didn't know what to expect, and it was a Tuesday game, so I didn't know if he was even going to play, and that was a really tough call, all this COVID stuff.
Yeah.
So but I left him in, and luckily he got activated
So
and did
yeah,
well.
he's been up and down all season, but yeah, he really did perform well for this week and right at the right time. So like they say, get hot at the right time and you're good to go. All right, this week's notables: undefeated no more. The Pittsburgh Steelers. I'll talk about it in a minute. I'm going to leave it there for the other slide, but there are no more undefeated teams. The Steelers finally fall. Going forward from this point, there are no buys. Des Bryant, being an asshole as usual. Did anybody does that surprise anybody, or did anybody think it would be anything different?
What did he do to show his ass?
For those who don't know, the story is that, of course, the what was it? The Tuesday night game was Baltimore going to Dallas, and he had taken a COVID test in Maryland earlier in the week that came back inconclusive. So Maryland's, health department, whoever the F is in charge of, the testing over here, they reported it back, and then the team said, well, you need to test him again per whatever NFL protocol it is. So they yank him from the warm-up. So he went with the team. He flew there. He's in Dallas. He's on the ground. They yank him from the warm-up, shove a Q-tip up his nose, and then tell him he popped positive and pulled him. So he starts showing his ass about, I'm done with this. I can't take this anymore, blah, blah, blah. And they pulled him away. And he's crying foul that, everybody's out to get me, blah, blah, blah. And, if they are, good for them being that creative. But, he's from the very beginning, his very first rookie year, he has just been an ass. I'm not a fan. I know that, Ash, you love the boys. I know what your love reason, or level is for the boys, but yeah. So anyway, so just being a jackass. And then Harbaugh has to come out this week and still announce that Bryant said he's out for the season. I'm done. Screw you guys. And Harbaugh's got to come out and say, no, our plans still include him. So somebody's trying to, stroke his back and let him know that you're important and we love you and it's okay. And so just don't be a dick. So anyway, the Pro Bowl roster is set to come out here later on in December. I tried really hard to see what that was going to look like this year. I doubt that they're, maybe they'll play a game, maybe they won't. They were going on a what do you call that? Alternate, going to Hawaii, going to Orlando type of thing for a while.
Right.
Who knows? But other than that, that's what I had, gentlemen. Do you guys have any notables that you want to talk about or share coming through here?
I mean, most everybody I see, I did see Mike Evans come up. He was downgraded today, I believe, to did not practice. So I don't know if that means he'll probably still play. He always plays hurt. So just like Julio Jones.
This morning he was questionable, and then this afternoon that Q was gone.
Yeah, he's downgraded.
It didn't have an O. So downgraded means
he didn't play at all. So
you mean
normally
upgraded?
Well, I don't know about this upgraded thing you're talking about. What I'm saying is
I'm saying it. I'm not talking about it. I'm trying to learn your semantics.
That he's downgraded to DNP, which means he didn't practice. So that's just an indication. He's got to get into practice probably tomorrow. As long as he practices tomorrow, he'll probably play on Sunday. I would be surprised if he doesn't play. They need all the wins they can get at this point. It's not like one of the there was one year there, I don't remember how many years, maybe 10 years ago or something, where every team was like 8-8 and it was like a battle to see who was going to make it in the playoffs. Almost every team was statistically still in until like the last 2 weeks or something. So this year's not that year. Everybody's going to have like 11 wins or 10 wins to get in. So, you know, the only other thing I saw was
Oh,
Antonio Gibson's out. So, you know, if you have him, you know, you might as well cry now, because it's over. But
I'm looking at Evans right here. Yeah, you're absolutely right. They downgraded him. Do not practice. He's still marked as questionable. I don't have him
right,
in this league. It doesn't matter for us, but I have him in the other league.
right.
So I did need something big from him, and he was originally established or projected to get almost 11 and a half points.
Oh, the other one I want to say is Christian McCaffrey's already been ruled out, or I should say they already expect him not to play now.
Oh, boogers.
So if you
Yep, I
have
just see it right
McCaffrey,
here.
that's one
I just
more week that you can put your
mother
fist at the
stinker.
ceiling and cry.
I was counting on
Think-
him, and so now he's doubtful. Mother
Right.
stinker.
He's most likely not going to play from what I've read.
All right, well, I'm going to leave this in until Sunday. I have McCaffrey in the other league as well, so I guess I'm getting bumped out of that one. Hey, in the Yahoo League, does the people
Yeah.
that didn't make the playoffs, are they just out because they're not showing? They're
No,
done.
they have another they have another system in that one too.
I don't see
It's
it,
just
but
it's a
okay.
lot more jank. It's not
Got
as organized.
Okay.
At
All right.
least if I remember correctly, but
I'm not trying to get us off topic here. We can blow through this right now. Now we're talking about, just football in general. All right,
yeah,
coming out of oh shit, did that say week 12? This meant to be
it's all right.
13.
That was probably
No,
my mistake.
yeah, that was me being in a hurry. You're happy to hog here, brother, but this is the summary after week 13. Don't mind that right there. But
Yep, that's not a big deal. Yeah, that was my mistake.
no,
But
no, that was
but
I
anyway, yeah. So you see the final two playoffs. So that's the final rung there, final stack. All the winners and the losers. Emphasis on losers. So you know,
But they still play.
yeah, they still play. There's still it's see who can get the leftovers. Basically, I think is their battle.
that's it.
We all get fresh turkey and stuff, and then they get whatever's left over.
All right. Well,
Go ahead. Let's move into the playoffs
let's
here.
moving right on along. Actually, we're gonna cover the NFC least
Oh,
first.
right.
This is one of my favorite segments of the show, if you will, and that came along. But yeah. So you do the thing. I'll pull up the bullet here. Yep.
All right. Yeah, so I mean, this last week was a bad step, at least for me. These teams are actually looking respectable now. The Giants and the Washington team, the Redskins, they both look respectable. The other two teams, not respectable, so they're not going to do anything. But these other two, the Giants and Washington, that is going to be it's going to be a fight. I'll be rooting against them the whole way. But, it's going to
All
be
right.
hard. I mean, so go ahead
Yeah.
and move forward. So you can see, the Eagles, yeah, we pretty much brushed them off. Next week, assuming they do what they're supposed to this week, I'll probably just stop listing those other two teams because it's pretty much over.
Well,
But the Giants and the Redskins,
I still kind of like it. Even if you don't talk about them, it's nice just to see
just to
how
rail on them.
shitty that record is. But
Yeah.
and I'm not trying to cut you off. I just want to put one thing in here. For 2 weeks in a row, the Eagles got a loss and the Giants got a win. So 2 weeks in a row, loss,
Yeah.
win. So
Yeah. So
Now-
I mean, now look, based on my predictions, they're 7-9, and that's actually not respectable, but it's tying the all-time worst as opposed to setting the all-time. There's that next level gloves McGee type records that I wanted to see somebody do. And that's where, unfortunately, I mean, if they lose this week, there's still a chance. I also set them to beat Cleveland, and Cleveland's starting to look more respectable. The Giants are a run heavy team. So if Cleveland can hurt them on the run, who knows? There's still a chance. I mean, Baltimore's not looking as good. So they might beat Baltimore. Who knows? I mean, it's still up in the air for sure. I mean,
we'll see. Yeah.
yeah.
No,
I mean, the best they can do is 9-7. So maybe that's a positive way of looking at it. Is the best they can do is 9-7, but that's not likely.
We'll see how they go. We'll look at the
Yeah.
other half of that division now. With this was another one right there.
Yeah, Washington has looked very good. I mean, they got their defense, at least in the front, looking great, honestly. And who knows?
Who in the hell would have picked Washington to hand the Steelers their first L? But they picked up the W here with a 23-17 over Pittsburgh. and then Dallas, of course, had fallen to Baltimore Tuesday night. at home in prime time, 34-17. So they just smack, 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 smack.
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah.
Well, we'll see what San Francisco is able to do on the run. That's going to be very interesting to me, is to see what if San Francisco can bring the run to Washington. I mean, we all know that Captain Checkdown there. Oh my God, Alex Smith, my cousin. That dude is he's not a good quarterback, but he did like almost die or something like that. His leg was, I don't know if you've seen that picture, but if you haven't, go to Google and type in Alex Smith's leg or whatever, and you're gonna see like some funk nasty necro whatever action on his leg. He almost lost his leg. The fact that he's a starting quarterback right now is 3 years ago, I think it was, that he did all that. I think what happened was he had some kind of replacement and then it went bad. I don't know. Unfortunately, I don't care enough, but he was always one of those guys that the media loved to hype and I loved to laugh at when he wasn't good. So
Good night.
you see it?
It's horrible.
Yeah, I told you.
Oh,
Yeah, exactly.
oh.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun, man. Let me tell you. But anyway, so Washington has a good chance to lose every game because they've got him in there. So that's good. They will lose to Carolina. I think anybody can beat Seattle at this point. They're really losing they're going poppy on this thing. I mean, they're trying to lose as much as they can, I think. San Francisco, I mean, they're kind of a mess already, so you don't know what you're getting out of San Francisco. Could be -1, could be 12. You don't know, right? They'll beat Philadelphia. Philadelphia has turned into the dung heap now.
It's one of those things where, you never really know when it really comes to rivals.
Yeah,
You just don't
you're
know.
right.
So that's
And
when
the
you're talking
Cowboys are
about-
trash. So I fully believe Cincinnati has a good chance to beat them, even with my next door neighbor at quarterback. I think Cincinnati still has a good chance to beat Cowboys.
Yeah, no. I picked them. I picked Cincinnati over Dallas on the pick'em side. If you haven't made your picks yet on the pro side, make sure
Right.
you do.
Today's the
because
first game. So
Yep, tonight's the
Oh,
game.
yeah.
All right, so coming out of here, we are going to normally we would just have one slide to lead into our matchups, but here's the consolation
the
ladder.
trash pile. That's money, Brian. That's money. Yeah. So I mean, these are our matchups for garbage. I mean, I don't think we need to say anything more, right? Like,
No, I don't want to make them feel bad about themselves, completely
why
terribly.
not?
I
I
still
don't
want
know.
people to play. I still want people to set lines.
Hey.
It's
They're
all
lucky
in
we're still
fun.
talking about them.
Yeah,
Like, come on now.
it's
This
all in
is
fun. But
you
yeah,
you just had to get in the top 8. We gave you more than half, right?
yeah,
Like, come
yeah,
on.
yeah. So
This
there
is
it
the
is.
real dung pile down here. So
9 and 10, 11 and 12, and 13 and 14. So we'll follow up next week to see what's going to come out of the methane producing trash pile of
Yeah.
that's the consolation ladder.
hey, natural gas, baby, natural gas.
All right. Well, this is all you, my friend, and I am completely and utterly impressed with all of this. So you drive it. You tell me when you want your animations to go, because
I mean,
my
this is the playoffs, man. This is exciting, right? This is
Yeah.
I'm so excited. I mean, first up in the West bracket on the top there, yeah, we've got It's What coming back here, seeing if he can throw another haymaker on D Money. Better have another one because you're gonna need 2 haymakers on D Money, I think.
Yeah, I'll
mean-
do what I can, but
Look, here's It's What. Look at this. Check it out. We get to see the pictures. It's amazing. But
Oh.
look, one thing I wanted to point out about this part that I thought was interesting is the acquisition. So that's like the number of moves you made throughout the year.
oh wow.
So you made 26. That's the whole year. So go ahead and go to D Money. So 21, that's about normal, I would say, somewhere in that range. All right, so pull back out. Then go into to your
So
matchup
4
down
and
here.
5.
Yeah, so go into Tipsy, throwing the flag down. Finally know what that is, or is that
I
a
thought that was his arm.
badminton? That looks like badminton something.
No, that's the flag. Yeah, yeah.
Shuttlecock.
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 Come on.
Damn,
what
that's a flashback. 20 moves for Brian. 20 moves for Brian, so that's reasonable.
I had to set up an alter ego when I got to throw in names when I'm doing some testing, and my name is Jackson Shuttlecock is now
There we
the
go.
other alter ego
I
is
like it.
Jackson Shuttlecock. So
Well done, sir.
Nightmare has 25 acquisitions.
Right, which is, that's in the mix there. 20 to 26, I think so far has been the range. So
Mhm.
that's going to be a good matchup. I mean, these are all good matches. It's going to be exciting, man.
Well, yeah, we'll see if we can do. So,
Here's
Poppy on
Poot.
his
Yeah.
4-week slide, Wait,
Yeah,
what?
four acquisitions. That's what I was pointing out. So if that doesn't show
Wow.
you, and now I'm sure if we go to Feet Ballers, we might be seeing somebody in the same range, but
Yeah, yeah. Well,
there's 20 again.
yeah, maybe that's the indicator. We'll look at these acquisition points and see who's actually playing the game. Centerville, hello at 20. Well done. 3 and 6 right
Hello.
there. Hello. And then here it is in all its glory. Wow. Oh my goodness gracious, this is good. So McGee with 28. Now he's a steady grinder. He always is.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is diving
Well,
deep.
he's had to because he started out like 1 and 7 or whatever. So it's a
There it
miracle he's
is.
still here. Bam.
What?
He's got red hair. I can see it now. It's all over. It's oh God, 34. My man. Talk
Next
about
week I'll bring
dynamite.
a bigger picture, Brian. Okay.
Big leprechaun.
Oh, we're gonna make what is it, the plexiglass ornaments and then hand them out to everybody so they can just have it on their tree.
Dude, that's money right there. That is so funny. Nips.
Oh,
Did you see my nickname? It was Nips.
yes, yes.
Nips with nips.
There it is right there. Look at that.
Oh, I love it.
And it's not like I just changed that. That's been there since the beginning of the season. Last year, I guess it
Last
was.
year. Yeah, yeah. That's awesome.
Okay, that's just we're setting it up. So we'll pay attention. This is where we're going to be going here every week instead of
Oh,
the other.
so
So this will
good.
be way more exciting. Every win counts. It's win or go home, right?
Yep,
That's
yep.
it.
And the way that ESPN sets it up is right now it's divided with this bracket, the winners bracket, and the constellation ladder is what it calls, because everybody needs to set that line. You're going to the ranking, the overall end up ranking is going to be established through these last 3 rounds. But even after this, whoever's in this bracket isn't going to fall down to the consolation landfill. They have their own little
Right. You're not good, but you're not as bad. I think
yeah. So it's going
right.
to be divided into 3 groups coming out of here. So
Does the consolation, like, if they lose, they're out? Like, who plays
no,
second week?
they just get to it's
They just keep throwing the
WWE
turd back
Battle
and forth.
Royale style. They just keep going against each other. I think they may just rotate. They'll play each other.
Turds,
Like
yeah.
that. Yeah.
I see.
So long, I got a turd for you. It's something like that.
But yeah, that's going to be exciting to watch as well. So I got to see if I can find a better landfill shot. I liked that one though.
That was a good one. I liked it.
That was good.
Yeah.
Is that from New York somewhere?
I just Googled landfill and
Well
images
done.
and
No, it's
grabbed it.
amazing.
So
Yeah.
yeah. Coming out of there, that was just freaking awesome, and I loved it. Tonight's game, Thursday night game, we're doing this a little like a day off, traditionally. So probably by the time you're watching this game would have already occurred. But I wanted to point out here. This is what ESPN is talking about. So of course you could see, Patriots coming in here at 6 and 6, Rams coming in at 8 and 4. When you look at just the offensive stuff that they're showcasing here with, Newton has had an odd year, but 5 TDs and 9 interceptions, whereas, the Rhodes Scholar Goff has 17 and 10. 2 and 5 on the rushing and then just on touchdowns, and then receiving with Bird and Cup. Yeah, I really thought Cup was going to be a lot more heavily involved or influential for this season, and it just didn't happen. But I'm still crossing my fingers because I have him in this league. Here it is. This game, there twice the New England Patriots have played St. Louis, or I should say the Rams, in the Super Bowl. One was February 3rd, 2002, and that was, what's VI? Is that 6?
6, yeah.
6, so it was 36. XXXVI. It was in New Orleans, and the New England Patriots beat the St. Louis Rams 20-17. And then the last one was like nearly 2 years ago, February 3rd, 2019, and that was LVVV. So is that 53?
I think it's
L
12.
Maybe 50, 63?
No, L is
Anyway.
50.
Is it 50?
50, yeah.
Anyway.
It's got to be like 53 or something like that.
I wish they would just start putting numbers next to it instead
Either
of the Roman
53 or
numerals, 'cause
1003.
So it's about that. But that was in Atlanta, and the New England Patriots beat the then Los Angeles Rams 13-3.
Jesus
And
Christ.
that is with the current head coaches. Well, Belichick was at both of those, but this one was the one with the Wunderkind, Sean
young guy.
McVay. And so that was that. But Vegas has St. Louis, or I should, golly, I'm not going to get
Doesn't
that out of my
matter.
head.
You're
Has
fine.
Los Angeles by at least like 5 or 6 points. So we'll see. This is a toss up, and the Patriots have been on a very heavy downhill slide, much to the dismay of the majority of my wife's cousins up in Boston. But so that's
sure.
so-
Yeah, I
and
mean, New
then-
England has been very much a roller coaster team, really.
Yeah,
It's been like feast or famine for them.
it really, really, really has. So coming out of there, good luck in week 14 ladders. Who will win the 2020 fantasy football COVID season? COVID. So,
Oh, shoot.
gentlemen, the floor is yours, man. What do we got? What do you want to say? How do we want to end this? Rob, you're coming in strong. Like I said, kicking the door down into the playoffs, laying it down on the table.
Number 8.
Man, you know what? I'm going to go clip that out and put it into this one. So that's it.
Hey,
No,
you made it.
I'm glad I made it. That was my goal. So just happy to
I
be
mean,
here.
it doesn't matter. I've won 2 championships before, and both times I literally was the last person in.
Last
Both
one in.
times.
Way to go.
So
there
there's
it was
a chance.
because I was constantly tweaking my team all year and losing because I didn't have the right player or whatever it was. And then by the end of the season, I had it all right. So, there's a lot of luck. So.
It's not lost on me that you just did your suspended nipples and you just did this whole, I've been tweaking. That's not lost on me that you just did that. Okay. Now everybody sees it too.
Hey, I try to put it everywhere I can. You know what I mean?
I
I try to pull the suspenders wherever I can.
Subtle layers. Subtle. That's it. That's it. You're just planting.
Layer
the
it on
images.
thick.
That's
or
it. Oh, well done.
Yeah. That'll be fun. And I am super excited about the playoffs. Oh, I know. Maybe I didn't text it. I said it last week on the show, but only 2 people watch the show. So, or nobody watches the show. I don't know. Probably me and Brian are the only ones who watch it. But
One of
Anyway,
those reasons me. Yeah.
I did mention that this Sunday, anybody who wants to get involved, I'm going to text in the group also, since, to cover the other 8, 9 people that don't watch. I'm going to be like having something set up at my house to watch the games. I have Sunday ticket. So if you want to come over and drink some beer and watch some football and just hang out for a little while, I'm going to send a text to see what people are interested in. If nobody wants to come, then obviously we're not doing it. But if some people are like, oh, I'll do it outside, and then we'll decide, we'll figure out what those numbers look like and then go from there. So that's the plan though. And then just because it's playoffs, I mean, it's just a little more exciting. It means a little bit more. I don't know. We
Yeah.
haven't done it all year, so.
Absolutely. Sunday, it doesn't look like any rain. Partly cloudy, 75 as a high, 59 as a low.
So that sounds fine. It'll
Yeah.
be a little warm maybe, but nothing horrible.
Yeah. Not too shabby.
But like I said, I'll text out and get a response from anybody who's interested. I know we have a lot of people that don't partake for the most part.
I'm interested.
But we'll see what happens. So it'll be fun to get together. And, this is the first week is the best week because everybody's in, right? Well, I say everybody. The first 8 people are in out of 14, but that's a large percentage,
Hmm.
So, I mean, and You know what? If people would rather go out to eat somewhere where we can watch, I'd do that too. But it costs so much money and everything to buy beer out now. It's just ridiculous.
Oh
Who
yeah.
wants to do all that?
No, you're good. Yeah,
1 6-pack is like 1 beer. So it's like,
that's insane. I hate that. Yeah. That's all good. Yeah.
all right.
Mm.
I think that's it,
All
man.
right.
All right.
Rob,
Thanks for having me.
Congratulations on the win, Rob. Congratulations on making the playoffs.
congratulations. Yep.
I wish you all the luck. Go after him. Take out his
I'll
leg.
do my best.
Chung-Li sweet in the gut.
Sweep the leg. Yeah, no, you handed D Money his only loss of the entire season. That
Well,
I think we should emphasize that a little bit more,
yeah, I handed him his only loss of the entire season. And our matchup is, I mean, projections are projections, but 104 to 104.5 right now. So
it's close. Yeah,
close.
it's close.
Oh.
All
But I'll
I
be-
wouldn't feel comfortable, but either way, somebody.
Well, I don't feel comfortable. I'm not letting down my guard.
Good for you.
Do whatever I can. Except I don't know if I'm going to bench my defense. So
It's a good
we'll see what
idea.
happens.
Unless
There
you're going
you
to
go.
start Minnesota's defense against Green Bay in week 1, McGinnis. That's about the only way I would maybe drop your defense.
All
I think
right.
Minnesota's available. No, they're not.
No, they've been respectable the last few weeks. So, I mean, in
Trying
our
to
league,
turn it
there's
around.
guys who have like 3 defenses. Oh wait, that's me. But there's there's only like 5 defenses out there, and it's like Detroit, Cincinnati, Dallas. It's like all the worst defenses. Jacksonville, yeah. I mean, Jesus.
No, I keep going out and trying to find them. So that's what I got the Bucks. I've had the Bucks, and earlier in the season, they were. I think not a lot of people pay attention to the Bucks defense, but they've got the talent, and they've got the ability to be super strong. And now none of it's loading. I can't get the damn thing to load. Keep saying retry, retry, retry.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I keep waiting for them to come back. Mm.
Yeah. I mean, it's, this is amazing, dude. Today really kicks it off too. That's the fun part. First game. I think McGinnis has New England's defense, so I got to deal with whatever that means. I got to deal with dummy Goff over there. How many picks is he going to throw today? So every time he throws a pick, remember, I'll be throwing up. That every time he throws. Oh God. Blah. Or he could get -8 with his defense, and then I will be rooting for Goff big time today. Money. Goff is money. Goff's gonna have 5 touchdowns, 482 yards.
Something's
No, he
going to
won't.
happen. No, Elder came by last night. We had a beer in
yeah?
the driveway.
No, that's good.
He was dropping something off. I let him borrow something, but yeah, we ended up talking about the other league for a while, and he taught me something. There's like a whole matchup summary thing that you can read on it, and I hadn't paid attention to it this whole time until this morning when I ran through it, and then I got to pay attention to see whether or not ESPN.
Yeah, you're like the favorite in that league, Brian.
Not anymore, because
Oh, you're not?
Well, I think McCaffrey yesterday, when I set him in, he had a Q. He was questionable, but
Right.
he was projected to get over 17 points. And when I put him in my lineup, boom, it exploded me, and I thought, well, for sure, I'm going to get this first win. But now,
Oh, somehow I jumped you. What the heck?
well, that's no, that's because I lost.
I didn't
Yeah,
even realize that.
Yeah, like the last 2 weeks I lost, but I knew that I was going to get in the playoffs in that league. I wasn't even, concerned. I was playing the D money, or the Centerville Hello card here, where it was like, yeah,
Right.
let me just coast in here, and then we'll take it seriously. And so here now I'm trying to take it seriously, and I threw McCaffrey and Evans in there, and now both of them look like they're going to be out, and that's
You'll just have to watch Evans, but
that's 30
McCaffrey,
points
most likely.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Son of a biscuit. Well, and the thing too, where this was going to be, I'm pretty sure Carolina's going to Denver. and this was going to be his first career game playing in Denver, where he grew up watching his dad play.
Man,
So-
he must really be messed up too, because he was doing nothing for 8 weeks, rehabbing his leg or whatever it was, and then he came back and it hurt his shoulder.
Left shoulder. Yep.
And now he's still got more. Like, that's just really weird, because he went all last year without. Maybe what it was last year he just had so many carries that it's carried over. And
I don't know.
Hurt him this year.
He's 24 years old. You know, I mean, you're a young man. You know, get yourself one of those oxygen bubble things where you can sleep in the hyperbaric chamber or whatever, and you know, take whatever you know, I don't know, Bulgarian steroids that they can't test for, and do something to get back, man. You're killing me with this, man. This is my first
what's
time.
your boy down there in Miami? He probably can hook him up. What was that guy?
Yeah, wasn't he feeding the Hurricanes a bunch of shit too? Good Lord. Yeah, there's all kinds of like just sketchy stuff down in Miami. So it's nice. You know, I'm not even going to say it's nice to drive through. The last time that we were down there, we're looking at the Garmin. We're on the road, and the road doesn't even show up. Then there was like construction. That, remember, we looped around like 3 or 4 times trying to find where the road was supposed to be. That's just a nightmare down there, man. Too many people.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, hey. All right, gentlemen.
It is what it is.
I'm gonna let
Good luck. It's what it's.
Good luck. I'm very excited.
Same to you, Brian. Good luck.
Good luck, y'all.
We will circle back next week. We will see where we lie, and I'm really excited to see how these brackets go. And
so who will I play next week?
I don't know, Brian. Who does he play next week? Hold up, I can tell you.
But they don't give the
No, there's no reseeding. It's a straight up.
You fall into the second ladder. You fall into the second constellation ladder. The
winner of
yeah. So if you beat D Money, then you'll be playing the winner of Brian and Tim.
Oh, for that. Oh, let's go back.
Oh, okay.
And then I have to play the winner. Heyo. Then I play the winner of Hello versus Poppy. So I'll be rooting for Poppy this week. I might have to give him a call to straighten his lineup up.
It does go west. Oh, okay, yeah.
That's why I broke him up like that, so it's more obvious. I mean, I know it doesn't look as clear because of I didn't have enough space, really, but
no, it's not that. I have to retool my brain to think March Madness, because that's when you go.
Yeah.
The brackets come in like that.
Yeah. So if I won't play D Money till the finals if we win out.
Yeah.
Or you won't play him until you play him next week if you win.
And I thought I was playing you in the finals.
Well, that could be. I don't know. Hey, I'm in. Let's do it. You know, like.
See you there.
Oh,
I feel like this is gonna be. Man, this is tough. I hate the fact that I have to play against McGinnis the first week because he's the scariest guy. He's coming off this 5-game winning streak. Well, no, nobody's scarier than nobody's scarier than the poop lipstick. I will say that, but
that's it. But if anybody's going to beat him, it's going to be the Blitzed. So let's see how that shakes out.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
That's what it's.
Yeah.
All right, guys.
Best of luck, y'all.
Good luck, guys.
All right, we'll fire it up. We'll get on out of here. Be well, gentlemen. We'll talk to y'all next week.
Yep.
All right. See you.
Bye-bye.
Have a good one.
Bye.
He jumps out quick every time. All right, my man. We'll talk. There you All right, guys. In for all. We're out. Have a good one.
All right. See you.